I welcome you to today's Zoom meeting where we are going to discuss some important thing titled PEMF plus THERAHEARTZ, the all-in-one solution. And today's conversation, I just want us to take note of certain things that is going to be featuring in our conversation tonight. Just if you have to write them down. It's not a bad thing if you have to do that. There's something called cellular voltage. This cellular voltage, the word cellular voltage, is going to be coming up regularly in our conversation. Take note of that. We're going to discuss earth electromagnetic fields today. Earth electromagnetic field, the significance of it. And we're going to discuss the word grounding. Grounding. Take note of the word grounding. And we're going to talk about NASA discovery. NASA, that is National Aeronautic Space Administration. What they discovered in 1979 about human being, about the bone, about the human tissue, about the earth. So what they discovered in 1979, we're going to touch on that. We're going to talk about the only life dual technology. That is the summary of what we want to discuss. And after that, we're going to share testimonies and reviews of users, of those who have been tapping into this wellness revolution. All this information I listed here, they form the new wellness revolution, which is something I have brought to all of us. Now, let's dive right into today's conversation. Like I said, my name is Dr. Oscar Baishimori. I am a personal development and life coach. I specialize in sharing information, strategies, philosophies, and life skills that empower people to overcome mediocrity in every area of their personal life. And today, I am joining you as somebody who have experienced something unique about the new wellness revolution. And this is according to the words of the father of physics, somebody we all know, especially those of us who are very grounded in science. There is somebody referred to as the father of physics, about Einstein. He said many years ago, that the future of medicine is frequency. And in our very time, the future is here, whereby you will no longer use drugs to solve your problems. Just frequency will free you from daily consumption of drugs to manage your problems, your pain, and all other challenges. How does this happen? Now, let us listen to one or two people who have used this technology. Then we will go into the technology and talk in line with those things I mentioned that will be featuring in our conversation. Now, permit me to open this
Holy Life Therapy 90 device, which is currently known as the human charger. So spending 30 minutes on the device in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, if you have the time for it, 30 minutes in the evening, is going to raise our cellular voltage. And then our red blood cells will now have the energy they need. Remember, the ATP, that is the energy they need. So once cellular voltage is raised, energy is produced, and the cells now become very active and they are able to function properly in our blood.
Today is exactly 9 months when I got my first machine. I have battled with the liver disease for 17 good years. When I do this, I hear bad odor. Today, sore is here. Tomorrow, sore is here. All over the head. Today, it is no more there. I have bought 60 machines. I have established a wellness center in Obuasi. I'm a pensioner, over 60 years. Look at the structure. I want somebody here so that I finish the person.
I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit, I couldn't drive, I couldn't do anything. But with the machine, I'm jumping now, I'm walking now, I'm driving.
I work in an office with a colleague. Unfortunately, he had a stroke. His blood pressure was very high. Quickly, I ran to him. I started using the machine for him. In the 3rd week, the blood pressure dropped drastically.
He had an enlarged heart due to the consistent high BP for over 20 years. So we met with Coach Rufus, and when Coach Rufus saw him, he was like, "No, J Mama, your husband is not doing good. Let him just be on the machine for 30 minutes while we discuss." So they were talking about about the business to me while my husband was on the machine. And I kept saying, see, let's just forget about this. Let's focus on my husband. And in 30 minutes, he was sweating as if a bucket of water had been poured on him. And after that, when we checked the blood pressure, it had dropped from 202, 125 to 179, 115. They gave us the machine to take home. So my husband started morning, afternoon, night. By the end of the second day, it had dropped. The BP had dropped to 139.89. Just 24 hours. He used the machine 4 times, just 4 times. That was when I knew that there was something in this company that we needed to see.
This machine, I'm going to use it, I'm going to sell it.
You are making money just by using the device, and you are getting well. You have testimonies. Refer people. Don't be selfish. Tell somebody about what you are using, how it is helping you. Binary bonus. You earn a minimum of $1,000 every day. I can tell you for a fact, there are people in this auditorium that makes over $7,000 every day. That is a business. If you can impact 2 lives, you are gone. $100,000 within a year, you are given a house. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for 2 people in Africa who have gotten a house in Thailand. If they could do it, we can all do it.
That is huge. That is huge, man. Now, this is just the beginning of what you are going to experience. Now, let me also show you some few impact that is localized to me that I have seen in the course of getting this device. I got this device in December, and the little impact that has happened within my own space. Let's just quickly look at this again.
Good evening, everyone. Good day, friends and families. My name is Buchi, and I want to share my experience using the P90 machine. Well, I've been using it for a while now, probably up to a month. I must confess that it has been helpful. At least I feel some form of strength, some energy. I do experience that. Also, I have clear vision anytime I finish using it. My vision will be very clear. So I would suggest that everyone gets this machine at home because it will be worth your while. I sleep very well also, and I intend to use it further so that, and also get my own. This is for my mentor, Dr. Oscar, and I really appreciate the fact that he can allow me use it. So please, everyone, try as much as possible to get this P90 at home and make use of it regularly. You would also enjoy the health benefits and the results. Thank you very much.
That's from Buchi. As a matter of fact, that person is even in this meeting as we speak, and I believe he's going to have an opportunity to also say 1 or 2 words. Let's also, without wasting much of your time, let's dive into another.
Okay, my name is Mr. Sunday. I want to thank God for this machine. This machine is very, very good. In fact, it's helpful. It makes me now, my body, I feel like a baby now. I came with this walking stick. For 2 weeks now, I cannot walk without this walking stick. But now you can see that I can move now freely. I can move now. I can jump. I can jump. Nobody could believe this. Even in where I've been treated for 2 weeks now in Omagwa, they cannot believe that I can jump now. So I really thank God for this machine. It's very, very good.
First of all, this particular man that spoke last is somebody that I know very well. He's a family friend. I needed him to do some work for me, but I couldn't reach him. So when I eventually reached him, he told me that he has not been feeling very well, that he couldn't walk. He tried to explain to me. As a matter of fact, what they told him was like something diabolical problem must have happened because he couldn't understand. He just said, well, whatever it is, come and experience this device first. Then from there, we take it up. So he aided himself with that walking stick to my house. I brought the device, I plugged it, and he just experienced it. It took 1 session. Even me, I was shocked. That was when I had much more confidence that I think I'm having something worth the world to know. Then I begin to try to use it for others, and the rest is history. Now, the conversation we are going into is this: why are people experiencing what they are experiencing from this device? It is not magic. Let's dive right into why people are experiencing what they are experiencing. This is the science behind it. And this science was put together by Holy Life International. Let's go right in as I show you something unique about this. What is making this possible is PEMF plus terahertz frequency, as predicted by Albert Einstein, that the future of medicine is frequency. And it is termed the all-in-one solution, which is revolutionizing the wellness institution through science, put together by Holy Life International. Holy Life International is a company from Asia. As a matter of fact, it's put together by a lady entrepreneur. Of course, I am not an history person, so I'm not that type of an historical person, but I can just relate to what concerns us. As per what Holy Life represents, there is something unique about Holy Life. In case you have been seeing in all manners of wellness devices everywhere you've gone to, the only thing you can be seeing is right from 1979 that this has been discovered. PEMF wellness devices have been in vogue, but this is the first time put together by Holy Life International. We have PEMF plus terahertz frequency. What you can also see out there is that you can see terahertz frequency alone, and you can see PEMF frequency differently. But this is the first company that will put them together in one device. That is why they refer to it as dual technology, which is revolutionizing the wellness space. As you can see, PEMF plus terahertz holistic healing. And what is PEMF? But before you can understand what this PEMF has come to do, what you have normalized is as you get to 40, 45 and above, chronic fatigue is or pain or inflammation is something some people have come to live with. And getting tired at the midday, a lot of people that I know, they drink coffee in workplace up to 2 times in order to supplement their daily energy, but it still does not work. They still get that crash, energy crash, and tiredness and fatigue. Poor sleep is something that is common. Like some of us on this call tonight, we attest to that fact that poor sleep is something that so many people battle with. A lot of people, even when they sleep throughout the night, they sleep as if they are not sleeping. I call it restless sleep. And this, the common explanation for it is you are aging. But in actual sense, something is struggling within you, and that is your cell. Your cells are struggling. And why is your cell struggling? What makes cells to struggle is when your cells are drained, they don't produce sufficient ATP. The question is, what is draining your cell? Chronic pain and inflammation. These are common things we have mentioned. Then poor sleep and stress. These are the common things you encounter that a lot of people are going through. Now, Holy Life has come as a global leader in wellness technology to say, okay, you know what? We've got to do something to make high performance wellness solution accessible to our global audience for people who want it. Nobody can believe that it is possible to make high performance accessible to professionals from 48 years and above. Nobody believe it that it is possible, that you can still regain your youthful energy back. Here, as we speak, a lot of people are here still doubting, is this really possible? And Holy Life merges scientific innovation with user-centric design to create personal wellness ecosystem. So this is something that has been brought for you to domesticate wellness inside you, inside your house, that will change your personal biology. This is what they have brought. And they have offices in 6 countries: Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, United Kingdom. Of course, their office has expanded beyond this. Right now, they're in Middle East. And as the business is going, they're already contemplating having office in Nigeria. Yes. So it is a system that is growing. It's a growing system with scientific innovation, user-centric design, global reach, trusted quality. Now, when I say global reach, I will explain that as we go on. There are times in the past, I remember a lot of businesses that people have done in the past that you can't get the business with the same price globally. There are different prices for different countries and different reward system for different countries. A lot of people in the past tell you that we are a global company. In real sense, they are not global. This is the real global company whereby both the compensation plan is the same worldwide and everything about the system is the same. So, and you are in the comfort of your room, you place order for the product is delivered to you. I remember a lot of businesses we've done in the past that when people need the product, you as a person, you still have to personally struggle to see how the person will get the product. You'll be doing the work of marketing and courier. Right now, the word of courier is no longer part of your work. The work of logistics is no longer part of your work. In case you want to consider it even as a business, but let's leave that side. I think these are a lot of other things that they have put into the system, and it is trusted quality. Of course, when we talk about trusted quality, you see that as we go into the conversation. This is the flagship product we are talking about. A true breakthrough technologies, one transformative device combining PEMF, pulse electromagnetic field, and terahertz frequency waves. What is pulse electromagnetic field therapy? It is a non-invasive therapy using low frequency pulse magnetic field to stimulate electrical and chemical processes within your cell. It penetrates tissues to restore the body's natural cellular charge, effectively recharging depleted cell. You know, I mentioned cellular charge as something you're supposed to, or cellular voltage as something you must take note of at the beginning of this conversation. I talk about cellular voltage. What is cellular voltage? The cells in the body. I remember when we did biology, they told us that the cell is the primary unit of the body, the smallest unit of the body. And the cell has nucleus. In the nucleus of the cell, they used to refer to one particular thing, they call it mitochondria. It is in this opportunity that I get to know that the mitochondria is the power station. They call it the powerhouse of the cell, but it is an electrical substation. Yes. This human being you are seeing is an electrical device. If you have not known before, from today, know that you are an electrical device. You have battery within you that run down, that needs charging. The question now is this: what has been charging this my cell over these years that you are now telling me that I need to charge? What has been charging it? The earth electromagnetic field. You know, I told you, take note of earth electromagnetic field. This is the natural creation that God put in this universe, put on this planet Earth. It is one of the reasons why scientists said that this Earth is the most habitable place for human being. This is the only place that have earth electromagnetic field, and our access to it is through grounding. As you place your leg on the floor, on the ground, to connect with the earth electromagnetic field, it penetrates the body to charge the trillions of cells in the body, to charge the mitochondria. So the earth electromagnetic field charge the body cells. How did they discover this? It was in 1979 that it was discovered. The first time astronauts traveled to space and spent months there. So when they came back, they could not walk. That was when it was discovered that this earth has electromagnetic field that charge the human cells. And as these cells are charged, the cells, the mitochondria, is able to generate sufficient ATP and deliver energy around the body, transfer oxygen around the body. Now, as these cells run down, it could not generate ATP, the bone density become reduced, the muscle tissue become depleted. And that's why when these people came back, they could not walk until they were subjected to these pulse electromagnetic field waves. As you can see in the screen, when they were subjected to these pulse electromagnetic field waves, they regained their mobility. That was when it was discovered in 1979 and was approved by this FDA. Since then, there had been further review and different research. Currently, there are over 10,000 research on what this thing can do. It is a non-invasive therapy. What it does, it charge and stimulates the cell at the cellular level. You can see on the screen, you can see what we call damaged cell. What is a damaged cell? A damaged cell is the cell that the mitochondria is depleted. When it is diminished, impaired function, it cannot heal. Now, the only thing that can heal it is this earth electromagnetic field. But over time, why are we not still getting this benefit? Research has also further shown that as time progresses and there is development, infrastructural development, and there's what we call electrosmog. This has greatly diminished the effect of the earth electromagnetic field. What is electrosmog? Electrosmog is a situation whereby too many frequencies around are interfering with the earth electromagnetic field. What are the too many frequencies do you have around you? As we speak, we have television here. I just put it off because I don't want it to distract me as I'm doing this meeting. I have wireless, I have a lot of electronic gadgets around me, including my phone, computers, and the rest of them. They are all interfering with the earth electromagnetic field. So not making me to have the direct access. That is even on one side. What about the paving, the interlock of the floor, the tiles, the walls, the POP, and the fact that you wear shoe every day? Don't forget that God did not create us to wear shoe because we're supposed to walk barefooted to connect with earth electromagnetic field. That is what grounding. That's what is called grounding. Grounding is the process through which our cells are charged and we have more cellular voltage. And charging this cell will enable more ATP and more oxygen to be distributed around the body. In our last Sunday meeting, we show you how a red blood cell that is charged behave. And if you go to my page on Knowledge Center Group, if you go to Facebook Knowledge Center Group, you will see that video there. How cells that are fully charged, red blood cells that are fully charged behave, and how red blood cells that have lost charge behave. And that is why when a red blood cell lose charge, they clump together, they cannot carry oxygen, they don't have sufficient ATP. That's what would mean that they are damaged. And what the resultant of it is a lot of different conditions, including fatigue, inflammation, poor sleep, pain, waist pain, lack of flexibility, and many more. So the PEMF energy is now a replacement for this earth electromagnetic field that we have been deprived of because of our lifestyle. Don't forget, our lifestyle contributes to many things. As we are developing, we are also building a life that have toxic things around our environment. So toxic things, lifestyle, food, and other way of life all contribute to how our cellular voltage is being diminished and we don't have it charged through the natural earth electromagnetic field. So thank God for Holy Life that has come to the rescue to bring this PEMF to recharge our cell. Now, when the cell is recharged, as you can see on the screen, you see enhanced ATP, oxygen and nutrient will flow. So enhanced ATP production, improve ion flow, reduce inflammation, and endorphin release. Endorphin is the natural pain management that God put in the body. As we speak, a lot of people take painkiller. What painkiller do? Sometimes painkiller will just numb the pain. It doesn't heal you. Or sometimes they try to use it to stimulate the natural endorphin that is in the body. We all know that consuming drugs has far-reaching consequences. So this is a natural means of stimulating endorphin. So you that use the device today and you observe that the pain around you vanish, or the inflammation, the painful sensation you are having, the lack of flexibility you are experiencing vanish, it is because the device releases the endorphin, the natural pain management structure that God puts in your body. This is, like I've said, is backed by decades of clinical research that I've mentioned, hundreds of review and research studies that have validated PMF and its therapeutic effects across multiple medical fields. For pain relief, there's a research that shows how it relieve pain. For bone regeneration, the orthopedic union have confirmed that it's very effective for bone regeneration. Osteoarthritis, I talk about astrobat. There is one bone forming cells in the body that as you are aging, these bone forming cells diminish. Now, this device stimulates the bone forming cells. That's why it helps in bone healing. In case you know somebody who is trying to recover from any form of fracture, this device will help that person greatly. And for nerve regeneration, for anybody who's having issues with your nerve, of course, there are a lot of testimonies around this. So you can see this is the terahertz frequency wave. I told you that this is the first company that is combining two technologies. The terahertz is a higher frequency wave than the pulse electromagnetic wave, but they are all within the human body waves that the earth electromagnetic field can send. Now, this one is between radio waves and microwave and infrared. So it is between the human tolerable one within the body. That's why they are not invasive. They don't damage DNA. They don't cause any problem because they are within the same human frequency wave. Now, what this terahertz does is that terahertz goes deeper. It's a wave position between microwaves and infrared light. 0.1 to 10 terahertz that vibrate at the same frequency as healthy human cells. It discovered in the 1980s to be resonant with the body's own cellular frequency. If the PEMF charge this cell and the PEMF cannot reach deeper tissue, the terahertz vibrate these cells in the same frequency with the one that is charged by the PEMF and stimulate other cellular healing. So it makes all the other cells to work in the same resonance. There's something called resonance in physics. I believe those who are into physics will understand. So it penetrates deeper into the body. That is why, and it's not ionizing and it's safe. So that is why the effect of combining PEMF and terahertz wave is still the best, and the only life is the one that is using the dual technology for now. It resonates with your body's own frequency. It penetrates deeper into the tissue with cellular resonance and microcirculation boost. So, in other words, it's 1 plus 1 equals extraordinary, meaning that the PMF is the foundation, the terahertz is the activator. Restore cellular electrical charge, stimulates dominant cell via resonance. So when you restore the cellular charge, it stimulates them and make them to work in the same frequency, and they're able to work and boost ATP, enhance microcirculation, and the resultant effect of this terahertz frequency is accelerate detoxification. What do I mean by detoxification here? When the cells are fully charged and they resonate very well with all the other cells, waste clears faster from the body. That's why if you are using this device, you see yourself excreting waste faster than the way, or more than the way you have. And toxins cannot build up in your body as a result of using this device. 4 pillars of the healing environment. Of course, we talk about optimal energy, comprehensive pain relief, enhanced immunity, physical regeneration. All this is what is possible if you own this device or you try to incorporate this device into your lifestyle. Relief where you need it most. Where do you have challenge that you want to solve right now? And here is one thing that I promise you. If you have an encounter with this device, chronic backache, you will get the relief from there. Joint pain and arthritis, shoulder tension, sciatica. Sciatica is the pain that people usually experience around the shoulder, and neck pain. Something like, it is a common problem that people encounter. And this is designed to support your consistent relief from all these things that are listed here. It stimulates endorphin release, your body's natural painkillers. That is the natural painkiller God put here. Know it for good that God actually created us for us to have a self-healing. It does not mean that we are not going to be sick, but God has already put all the mechanism for us to self-recover. Unfortunately, the things that are supposed to stimulate the self-recovery is what we have deprived ourselves from because of our modern life, because of modernization, because of buried cables, armored underground cables, interlock pavement, concrete road, and the rest of them. We have insulated ourselves so well that we don't have access to this natural means of getting the body into the right environment for it to self-heal itself. Right now, only life has come to the rescue. So this painkiller, natural endorphin that is in the body, this thing will stimulate it and you get a relief. Now, these are the fire that is usually born in the life of many people. As we speak, I don't know what you may be going through, but this is a common thing that a lot of people experience on daily basis. A lot of people cannot climb staircase as we speak, but I assure you, with PMF and terahertz frequency, they regulate the inflammatory response, reducing swelling, easy discomfort, and restoring mobility. Reduce joint swelling, improve comfort and range of motion, support long-time tissue health. This is one of the things you first experience as you use this device. So in case you have anybody who is going through this, so it fuels every cell with vital energy, improve oxygen delivery, clear metabolic waste so that there will be no toxin buildup in the body, and the healing speed is fast. The wave stimulate blood vessels while PMF supports cellular health, ensure oxygen and nutrient reach every corner of the body. The result, faster healing, greater vitality. And the consequences of this is a well restorative sleep, as you can see. It calms all the effects on the nervous system. So for bone density, skin radiance, immune resilience, anything that rebuild and regenerate your tissue and cells inside, because it has been said many times that aging does not start outside. That's why those who are using skincare to tackle aging, they are just wasting their time. The real aging starts from inside. So if you really want to use anti-aging, take care of yourself. So this is not skincare, this is cell care. And the real anti-aging is cell care and not skincare. That's why you can see your skin elasticity and youthful appearance. So your skin can easily bounce back. If you stretch your skin, it bounces back. It does not wrinkle. Immune resilient, healthier cell mean a stronger immune response. Regular use may reduce recovery time from illness. Yes, it's about regular use. Like somebody who give her experience earlier was just coming to use my own. Imagine if she has her own, and you use it maybe morning and night for a couple of days. You see the kind of result that will be quite amazing. So with this, you have a very enhanced vitality. So there's something they usually say in Yoruba that Kosarugbongana, if you I really don't know the genesis of that statement, but there's something to show that you can still be young again. You can still be young again. You can still have a youthful life again if you adopt this terahertz frequency into your lifestyle. These are peer-reviewed research on the significant effect of this device on both the research conducted and the result of the research on shoulder impingement, bone regeneration, osteoarthritis, There's something they call rheumatoid. On rheumatoid arthritis, the effect is very, very powerful on how it has significantly reduced those conditions. For best result, consistency is the key. Result built with regular daily use. Individual results vary based on health status and condition. And benefit often emerge gradually over time, not overnight. Please take note of that. I remember a friend asked me a question. He said, if you use this device, will you still have to have a need to use it? That can't you just use this device and charge your cells? After you charge your cell, will you still have any need to use it again? I look at it and said, well, every day as a man, you are burning energy. Look at your cellular phone. If you charge your cell phone full and you put it off, you don't use it. Yes, there's possibility that the battery can still remain for the next 2 weeks if you put it off. Even when you decide to come and on it again, you will discover that it will not be 100%, it will be 98, because there are internal processors in this phone. Even if they are off, they are working. So meaning that if you use this device and you are still living life, you will still have a need to use the device because your battery will still be running down. Except you are living in an area, maybe in the village. There's a place called the city of Bama in China. City of Bama is the place where they have the highest strength of earth electromagnetic field. That's why they said there is no cardiovascular diseases in Bama. The highest number of aged people are in Bama. There are no known person with cancerous sickness or all these degenerative diseases in Bama, because that place have the highest strength of earth electromagnetic field. So, in other words, if you are living a condition whereby you are having your cellular voltage continually high, you may not have a need for it. But you and I are living a life whereby we don't have that natural access to earth electromagnetic field to charge ourselves. So you need this device instead of using drugs. And it has been proven that the voltage on a healthy man, the cellular voltage on a healthy man, for you to remain healthy is 70 to 100 millivolts. If your cellular voltage is below this level, acidic condition begin to creep in. Around 70 to 100 millivolts, it creates alkaline condition. And in alkaline condition, many of these degenerative sickness cannot happen. So that is why you need to continually charge your cells. You cannot say you charge your cells once, so as a result of that, you don't have to charge it. And I think that is a clear understanding that all of us to take away. So consult your professional if you want to use this device. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you are taking prescription or medication, have a pre-existing medical condition, if you have a pacemaker, device is, it's advised that you consult your doctor. The truth is this is a supportive device. It does not prevent sickness. It does not prevent diseases. But one of the things is that this can help you to recover very fast from any condition that you are going through. And what we are sharing here is based on mainly many people testimony and experience, including my own personal experience. Now, Only Life P90 is trying to tell you that your body knows how to heal. The way you are created, the way God created us, our body know how to heal. Our own challenge is to give it the condition it needs to heal itself. And what is the condition? To have a cellular voltage high enough for the system to be working optimally. And that cellular voltage is what Only Life International has put together to make you have access to true THERAHEARTZ P90 device. And as I said, all you need to do is to give the body the energy it needs to do so. So you deserve to move without pain. You deserve to sleep deeply and feel alive in your body. The THERAHEARTZ P90 is your partner in reclaiming that life. Science-backed, holistically designed, and globally trusted. Begin your wellness journey today.